ABCDEF is a regular hexagon. ABCDEF is a regular hexagon. Forces P, 2P, 3P, 2P, 5P, 6P are the forces you have taken same one. P, 2P, 3P, 2P, 5P, 6P act along AB, BC, DC, ED, EF and AF respectively, so that the forces are equivalent to, problem is show that forces are equivalent to a couple and find its moment. Consider a regular hexagon. What do you mean by regular hexagon? Regular means all these 6 sides are equal and each internal angle is, how do you get internal angle of a regular polygon? Number of total number of angles is, total sum of the angles, internal angles is 2n minus 4 right angles. 2n minus 4 right angles, and each internal angle is 2n minus 4 upon n right angles. You can verify. Suppose n is 4, what do you get? N is 4, it will be a square. N is 4, it will be a square. In square, what is each internal angle? 90 degree. And you get here, n is 4, 8 minus 4, 4 upon 4, 1 and into 90 degree. Each angle is, internal angle is given by this. So what is each internal angle of a regular hexagon? Hexagon means n is 6. Therefore it is 12 minus 4. Correct? 6 into 12 minus 4. 8 by 6 right angles. Each internal angle. Therefore it is, each internal angle is it 120 degree? 6 into 15. Each internal angle is 120 degree here. Now therefore each internal angle, this is 120 degree, this is 120 degree, 120 degree. Why we require this angle? We require this angle because, how to prove that these forces form a couple? The resolved parts, some of the resolved parts along any two perpendicular direction should vanish separately. Then the forces form a couple. What are the forces? Take this ABCDEF is a regular hexagon. Forces are along AB, BC, DC. Direction important. Next is along DC, ED, EF and AF. You have to take the force in same direction here, given direction. It is correct now? A, B, C, D, A, B, B, C, D, C, E, D, E, F, A, F are the forces. And you have to prove that these 6 forces form a couple. How to prove that forces form a couple? You have to take resolved parts. We choose the perpendicular directions as along AB, perpendicular to AB. Along AB, perpendicular to AB. We choose the perpendicular directions as along AB and perpendicular to AB. Perpendicular to AB. Sum of the resolved parts. Sum means algebraic sum of the resolved parts along AB is equal to, what is this angle? What are the forces? P, 2P, 3P and 2P, 5P, 6P. What is the angle made by this line of action of P along AB? 0 degree. Therefore it is 2 into cos 0. plus, is it 2 or p? It is p into cos 0, right? P into cos 0 along AB means cos of the angle made by the line of action of the force, cos of the angle, cos 0. What is the angle made by 2p? 2p cos of 60 degree, cos 60 degree. What is the angle made by 3p? We take minus 3p, right? Angle made by minus 3p is 120 degree. Can you understand this one? Angle made by 3p is, what is the angle made by 3p? Angle made by 3p means this is the direction of 3p. We take minus 3p, right? Minus 3p makes an angle 120 degree. Minus 3p cos 120 degree. Because we take this direction. Extend this. What is this angle? 120 degree. Because it is 60. 120 degrees. But that is the direction of minus 3p. Then next, minus 2p, or is it 2p? Plus 2p cos 0 degree. Parallel it is. And what is angle made by this EF? Again we take minus. Minus 5p cos of, what is the angle? This angle is it 120 degree, 60 degree? 60 degree it is. Therefore, minus 5p cos 60 degree. And what is the angle made by this 6p? It is 120 degree. Plus 6p cos 120 degree. I think the angles are correct here. Verify. Now simplify. P plus 2p into half minus 3p into minus half plus 2p minus 5p into half 6p into minus half 6p into minus half. So it is 0 3p minus 3p minus plus 3p by 2 p plus p 2p plus 2p 4p. Is it 4p? Simplify and verify whether it is 0. P plus p 2p plus 2p 4p minus 3p is p plus 3p by 2 minus 5p by 2, it is 0. Right? It is 0. So algebraic sum of the resolved parts of the forces along AB is 0. Sum of the resolved parts perpendicular to AB is, how to get the sum of the resolved parts perpendicular to AB? How to get sum of the resolved parts perpendicular to AB? You have to replace this cos by sin. You need not again find out the angles. Already angles are obtained here made by the forces. You have to replace this cos by sin. P sin 0, 2p sin 60 minus 3p sin 120 plus 2p sin 0 minus 5p sin 60 plus 6p sin 120. So it is sin 0 is 0, sin 60 is root 3 by 2, 2p sin 60 minus 5p sin 60 minus 3p sin 60 plus 3p sin 120. Ready? But sin 60 and sin 120 are same. Minus 3p root 3 by 2 plus 3p root 3 by 2. Sin 120 is same as sin 60. Again it is 0. So what we obtain? We have obtained algebraic sum of the resolved parts of the forces, these 6 forces, along 2 perpendicular directions separately vanishes. Thus, the algebraic sum of the resolved parts of the forces along 2 perpendicular directions vanish separately. Hence the forces form a couple. 6 forces form a couple. I think all of you followed this one. To prove that forces form a couple, algebraic sum of the resolved parts along 2 perpendicular directions must be 0. And if you write resolved part along AB, then how to write perpendicular to AB? Only replace cos by sine. What is the next part? Find the moment of the couple. We have already proved it forms a couple. Next thing is find the moment of the couple. How do you find the moment? All of you completed this one. They form a couple because this is the reason. Now, to find a couple, we choose the point as center of the regular hexagon, because from the center of the regular hexagon all the sides are at a same distance, because while finding the moment we require perpendicular distance. How to define moment? Force into perpendicular distance, and it may be positive or negative depending on the direction. Now choose the center of the hexagon, O as the point where moment is to be taken. Can we take any point here? Any point we can choose here? Yes, you can choose, because moment of the couple about any point in their plane is same. You can choose any point in the plane of the couple. Moment will be same. Therefore, we are free to choose, or we are free to choose any point. We have taken center of the hexagon as the point where moment is to be taken. Now we require the perpendicular distance. Suppose OM is the perpendicular distance. Now we have to require to find out OM. To find OM, draw this. Since it is regular hexagon, this triangle will be equilateral. This triangle is equilateral by elementary geometry. In the equilateral triangle, what is the altitude? Remember that one. What is the altitude of equilateral triangle? Root 3 by 2 into side of the triangle. Or we can derive that one. How to derive that? See, this is 60 degree. But it has 60 degree. 60 degree. Therefore, how do you find the altitude? To find the altitude, this is the perpendicular. I take OM upon OA is sin 60. Correct? OM upon OA is sin 60. OM is OA sin 60. What is OA? Is it given here? Side of the regular hexagon is mentioned in the problem. Not given. Let us take side as A, where small a is the side of the hexagon. Regular means all the sides are equal. Hexagon. So, what is perpendicular distance? Root 3 by 2a. This is same from all these 6 sides. Since it is regular, from all these 6 sides, the distance of O is same. What is that? Root 3 by 2a. What is A? A is side of the hexagon. We have obtained this one. Therefore, moment of the couple is first start with this force acting along AB. P is the force. What is moment of P about O? Is it positive or negative? Positive, because it rotates in the anti-clockwise direction. So what is this? P into root 3 by 2a. Second, this force also moment is positive, plus 2p root 3 by 2a. But what is moment of 3p about O? Negative. Minus 3p root 3 by 2a. Minus 2p root 3 by 2a. Plus 5p root 3 by 2a, because moment of the force 5p about O is positive, anti-clockwise. But again, moment of 6p force, is it positive or negative? Negative, because see the direction of 6p. It is again clockwise. Minus plus 6p, is it minus? It should be minus 6p root 3 by 2a. Therefore, calculate how many? 3 minus 3 cancels. 5. Is it minus 3 root 3 by 2 p into a, or a into p? This is moment of the couple. You can expect this type of problems. Minus 3 root 3 by 2a into p. What does minus sign indicates? Minus sign indicates magnitude is, you have to take absolute value. Minus sign indicates only the direction, rotation is clockwise. Hello, we completed. Now we shall go to next problem. Forces 3p, 7p, 3p, 7p. Take this. 4 forces. 3p, 7p, 3p, 7p. Act along the sides. AB, BC, CD, DA of a rhombus. ABCD. Rhombus ABCD. If angle A is 60 degree angle A is 60 degree and the side A meters, find the moment of the resultant couple. Find the moment of resultant couple. So these forces are like this. The direction important, in which directions they are acting. They are acting along the sides of a rhombus. What is the difference between rhombus and a square? In rhombus and square, all the sides are equal. But in rhombus, all the angles are not 90 degree. Here, angle A is 60 degree. I take this rhombus. Suppose it is ABCD is a rhombus. This is 60 degree. Therefore, does it look like say a rhombus? It is rhombus. Say rhombus means usually you will draw rhombus in this way. This is the rhombus. Correct? Rhombus. But since we require perpendicular distance, I have taken rhombus like this. This angle is 60 degree. 60 degree. What are the sides? Each is same. A meters. Each side is A meters. And forces are along A, B, C, D. Along AB, what is the force? Along AB 3P, BC 7P, CD 3P, and DA 7P. Correct? Forces are like this. Now, first part is, even though it is given, find the moment of the resultant couple directly. You have to prove that the forces form a couple first. Forces form a couple. First we prove that the four forces form a couple. Then we find the moment of the couple. You know how to prove that number of forces form a couple. I take two directions here along AB and perpendicular to AB. The sum of the resolved parts of the forces along AB is, we require angle made by the forces here along AB. To find the sum of the resolved parts, we require angle. First force is 3P and cos 0, because along AB we have taken. What is this angle? It is 60 degree plus 7P cos 60 degree minus 3P cos 0 degree or plus 3P cos 180 degree. You can take like this. Because this, if you take this as the direction plus 3P, it makes an angle 180 degree. Because opposite direction 180 degree. Plus 3P cos 180. And what is angle made by 7P? We take 7P direction is DA. If you take direction by AD, angle made by AD, then you have to reverse the force. 7P becomes minus 7P. That will be convenient. So I write minus 7P makes an angle 60 degree. Correct? This all for if you take 7P, direction is DA, but we require, we know this angle made by AD along AB. What is that? 60 degree. But AD, force acting along AD is minus 7. So minus 7P cos 60. Is it 0? 0 it is, because cos 180 is minus 1. Cos 0 is plus 1. 7p minus 1. It is 0. The sum of the resolved parts perpendicular to AB is 3p sin 0, 7p sin 60 plus 3p sin 180 minus 7p sin 60. Say sin 0 is 0, sin 180 is 0. 7p minus 7p, 0 it is. Therefore, algebraic sum of the resolved parts along AB perpendicular to AB are separately 0. Hence, the forces form a couple. Therefore, the forces form a couple. To find the moment, we take the moment about A. See here, this point where you have to take the moment, that you have to choose very carefully, because from that we require perpendicular distances. If it is regular polygon, we take center, because from the center all the sides will be at the same distance. But here if you choose the center, then all the four are not at the same distances. So we choose A as the point where moment is to be taken. The advantage is the force 7p, 3p pass through A. Moment of these two is 0. Moment of these two forces about A is 0. Only these two perpendicular distance you have to find out. For that, we draw the perpendicular like this. DL and BM be the perpendiculars. DL, BM be the perpendiculars. Moment of the couple is 3p into 0. Why moment of this 3p about A is 0? It passes through A. 3p into 0. And plus 7p into BM. Plus 7p into BM. Plus 3p into DL plus 7p into 0. Moment means force into perpendicular distance. Here this 7p acting along DA also pass through A. Therefore it is also 0 moment. It is therefore 7p into BM. How to find BM? This is a perpendicular. We know this AB. So I take BM upon AB. What is BM upon AB? Sin 60. BM is opposite direction. What is BM? AB sin 60. AB is small a. Root 3 by 2. 7p A root 3 by 2 plus 3p. What is DL? DL is also same. It is also A into root 3 by 2. Obtained here BM means it is A into root 3 by 2. Using elementary trigonometry, A into root 3 by 2. So what is this? 10p by 2 a root 3, 10p by 2 a root 3, or it is 5 root 3a into p, 5 root 3a into p. That is moment of the couple. Moment of the couple is 5 root 3a into p. What is a side of the rhombus? That is moment of the couple. We have completed next problem. The moments of a system of coplanar forces. Take this. This is moment of the couple. Completed. We require this distance separate to obtain this Bm. A root 3 by 2. The moments of a system of coplanar forces. Moments of a system of coplanar forces not in equilibrium. Not in equilibrium. About 3 points. About 3 points. About 3 collinear points you take. About 3 collinear points ABC in their plane are G1, G2, G3 respectively. Prove that G1 dot BC plus G2 dot CA plus G3 dot AB is equal to 0. First take this problem. I explain. What is this dot here? It is not ordinary dot, it is dot product of G1 and BC. You have studied 2 products of vectors, dot product, cross product. Now this is G1 is moment, it is vector quantity, and BC is vectorial. G1 dot BC, G2 dot CA, G3 dot AB is 0. What is given here? The moments of a system of coplanar forces not in equilibrium about 3 collinear points in their plane are G1, G2, G3. They are different. Therefore, the 3 forces doesn't reduce to a couple. Why they doesn't reduce to a couple? Because the moments of the resultant of the 3 forces about 3 points are different. Therefore, they doesn't reduce to a couple. Therefore, the forces reduce to a single force. The system of forces in the plane either reduce to a couple or a single force. Why they doesn't reduce to a single force here? Doesn't reduce to a couple? Because moments of the 3 forces are different. They are G1, G2, G3. Therefore, the forces reduce to a single force. I take F is the force. Means F is the resultant of the three forces. And suppose it makes angle theta with the line joining ABC. ABC are collinear, that is important. Take a line passing through ABC. Since ABC are collinear, we have taken this line, and also a force F resultant of the three forces, that is F, passes through O and it makes an angle theta with ABC. All have followed this one? Three forces are given, their resultant is a single force, they do not reduce to a couple, and that resultant makes an angle theta with this ABC. ABC are collinear. Now what is given? Moment of F about A is G1, F about B is G2, F about C is G3. Then prove this thing. Now I draw the perpendicular like this, because to find the moment we require perpendicular distance. Since the moments of the resultant about three forces, about 3 points are different. The forces does not reduce to a couple. Forces does not reduce to a couple. When the forces, three forces, reduce to a single force F. Let it pass through O, which makes an angle theta with line joining A, B, C. All of you can easily understand this one. The resultant is a single force and it passes through O and it makes an angle theta with line joining ABC. ABC are collinear. Moment of F about A is G1. Therefore, G1 is F into perpendicular distance. Anybody, what is this distance? I take this as AM. AM is OA sin theta here. Correct? Because see, AM upon OA is sin theta. We require AM, OA sin theta. Similarly, what is perpendicular from F to B? OB sin theta. And F from C, perpendicular distance, OC sin theta. So F into OA sin theta. All have followed this one. Moment means force into perpendicular distance. Line of action of the force is F. Moment is taken about A. Therefore, F into perpendicular distance. How to find out OM? AM. AM means AM upon OA is sin theta. AM is OA sin theta. Similarly, G2 is F into OB sin theta. G3 is F into OC sin theta. These are the moments G1, G2, G3 are given by this. What you have to prove? Consider G1 dot BC plus G2 dot CA, G3 dot AB. It is F sin theta common, F sin theta, or I write one more step here, F into OA sin theta dot BC, F into OB sin theta dot CA, F into OC sin theta dot AB. Therefore, OA dot BC plus OB dot CA plus OC dot AB into F sin theta. This is common here. F sin theta. Now the next step is important here. Up to this step, it is quite straightforward. Moment means force into perpendicular distance. These things are taken. But next step, it is important. OA, BC are vectors here. OA dot. I write vector BC as OC minus OB. What is the reason? We have studied vectors. BC means it is position vector of C minus position vector of B. BC can be written as OC minus OB because it is a vector, plus OB dot, what is CA? Similarly, OA minus OC. CA means position vector of A minus position vector of C, because vector AB is position vector of B minus position vector of A. Position vector of B means OB, position vector of A means OA. Vector OB minus OA. These elementary things you have studied. Here vector CA it is, therefore OA minus OC plus OC dot, what is AB? OB minus OA into F sin theta. Into F sin theta. It is therefore OA dot OC minus OA dot OB plus OB dot OA minus OB dot OC plus OC dot OB minus OC dot OA into F sin theta. Follow this one. Further, this is dot product and it is commutative. So A dot B, or I write A dot B is equal to B dot A. But A cross B not equal to B cross A. You have studied this. Dot product is commutative, but cross product it is not commutative. Since it is dot product, OA dot OC and minus OC dot OA cancels. It is dot product, and dot product is commutative. Similarly, minus OA dot B plus OB dot OA minus OB dot OC plus OC dot OC. So it is 0. This important G1 dot BCL, G2 dot CA, G3 dot AB, it is 0. Complete the proof. Next, take this one more result. Important thing is it is not ordinary into it is dot. Then only will get 0, because see the diagram, if you refer the diagram, if it is ordinary into, it is not 0. Since it is dot product, it becomes 0. Take this. If three forces all of you are completed. If three forces acting on a rigid body, can be represented in magnitude, direction and line of action, by the sides of a triangle, taken in order, they are equivalent to a couple. Whose moment is equal to twice the area of the triangle. Twice the area of the triangle. I explain proof of this and conclude. I complete only, this is a simple problem. I complete this one. What does result says? If three forces acting on a rigid body are said that they are along the sides of a triangle taken in order, then they are equivalent to a couple whose moment is twice the area of the triangle. I have to repeat this one. If three forces acting on a rigid body can be represented in magnitude, direction and line of action by the sides of a triangle taken in order, they are equivalent to a couple whose moment is equal to twice the area of the triangle. We have studied triangle of forces. What is triangle of forces? In triangle of forces, it is like this. If three concurrent forces can be represented by the sides of a triangle taken in order, then they are in equilibrium. Their resultant is 0. But see, what is the difference here? Can you find any difference here? Here, they are not concurrent. They are acting on a rigid body. They are not concurrent. Therefore, since they are represented by the sides of a triangle taken in order and they are not concurrent, they are equivalent to a couple. If they are concurrent, then what happens? Their resultant will be 0. Can you make the difference here? Can you find out the difference? If three forces acting at a point means if they are concurrent and represented by the sides of a triangle taken in order, then they will be in equilibrium. Their resultant will be 0. But these three are not concurrent. They are acting on a rigid body represented by the sides of a triangle, but they are not concurrent. Therefore, they are equivalent to a couple. How to prove this one? To prove this, through A, draw a line XA X dash. XA X dash. And here, introduce two forces equal and opposite. Each is equal to P. If you introduce two forces, P along AX, P along AX dash, then they will have no effect or effect on the equilibrium because they neutralize. We can introduce. Now consider three forces. Now I consider three concurrent forces. What are they? P along AX, P along AX, and R along AB, and Q along C. What are these three forces? They are concurrent. They are concurrent. They can be represented by the sides of a triangle taken in order also. These three forces, 1, 2, 3, they be concurrent, can be represented by the sides of a triangle taken in order, they are in equilibrium. So we are left with only two forces, P along AX dash and P along BC. What are these three forces? These two forces, they are parallel, equal, unlike. Therefore they form a couple. What is the moment of the couple? Draw the perpendicular distance. What is the moment of this couple? We are left with only equal, unlike parallel forces, P along BC, P along AX dash. They are equivalent to a couple. What is the moment of the couple? It is BC into AM. It is half into 2 into BC into AM. Alright, 2 into half into BC into AM. What is half into BC into AM? Area of the triangle. Area of the triangle ABC. Therefore, it is twice the area of triangle ABC. All of followed this one. Result is, if three forces acting on a rigid body are represented by the sides of a triangle taken in order, then they are equivalent to a couple whose moment is twice the area of the triangle ABC. This is the proof. Write down proof of this. Or can you take that as exercise? Proof of this is